Welcome to Panther Sports Talk. The UNI men's basketball team picks up 2 victories this week, first against Southern Illinois and then against Evansville. And a great performance from your bench, from your starters. Everything went really well for UNI this past week.
Yeah, we after the game at Loyola and the game at Indiana State, we're sitting in the locker room at Indiana State. And we just talked about, we got 80 minutes at home. We got 80 minutes at home to just put our best foot forward, guys. You got to play all 18 of the games. And Loyola's been they are really good, but they've been really good at home in addition to being good. Indiana State's only lost once, and I think they're 14-1 at home. Those are going to be hard games. And so, hey, now we got to rally a little bit. We got 80 minutes at home. Let's put our best foot forward, and I give the guys a lot of credit. Because Southern, we had a great start, but then they went on an 18-hole run, and it puts you in a tough spot with everything that's on the line at that moment. And then Evansville, just for 25 minutes, didn't want to go away. They kept making shots at the end of the shot clock. So, yeah, proud of the guys.
UNI has not lost by double digits this year, and really this past week winning by double digits. Talk about what that urgency with it being senior day this past weekend, but then the final home game this past Wednesday. Yeah,
to have a sellout for the guys on Sunday against Southern was a big deal for those seniors, and then have it go the way that it did. It was, that second half was as loud as often as I've seen it in a long time. It's been a while since an entire 20 minutes where our fans are standing and they're into it and it's that loud. And when it's senior day, because those guys put in a lot of time. I know we talk about it a lot, about how much time they put in outside of practice. These guys have been doing it for 4 or 5 years. To have it full and to have that kind of game, that kind of enthusiasm in the half, that kind of emotion, that's a great senior day. And then you come back, and I'll jump right to, you get Lincoln making a 3 at the end of the Evansville game, so that he and Luke are out there, and Luke's almost went in. These seniors have been great.
We have a story now on the sights and sounds from inside the McLeod Center, where the Panthers run the table undefeated, a perfect 16-0 at home here in the McLeod Center.